We are live on the Twitch. Um, Hello and welcome, Jason Marnoka, voice of Omen in Valorant, and voice of a million other things and a ton of other things. But right now, we're focusing on Valorant, so this is the key. But hi, how are you?
Hi, doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing great. In my living room in Los Angeles, you're in LA as well.
Yeah, here in Burbank, and the trying to keep the door shut because the air quality is not so great at the moment. But that's why I'm like, I'm gonna bring some water.
Yeah. For those of you watching from other places, we're dealing with a lot of fires in LA, and the air quality is terrible, terrible. So we're trying to
Yeah, I know.
stay indoors to not breathe that in. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're in your recording studio, which is amazing because that's what you do for a living.
Yeah, that's what I do for a living, and it's funny. It's a 5 foot by 6 foot booth, so it's a big stupid thing that takes up most of my living room. And initially, I was before all this, the pandemic happened. I was like, maybe I should get rid of this and downsize to like a more personal booth. Then the pandemic happened, and I'm like, thank God I have this because now I can just work from home.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's in your living room. Mine's in my closet in my bedroom.
See, that's better.
No, it's tiny though, and like after a while, you're like, I gotta get out of here. So it's good to have space. I think that you were smart to do that, especially during pandemic.
Yeah, no kidding. Oof.
Okay, well, hello to everyone in the chat, and thanks for joining us, guys. I saw a hello from Russia. I saw Mexico. And I know gender reveal parties be like, what? We're dealing. That's what caused the big fire. Did you know that, Jason?
I did, yeah.
How crazy is that?
It's nuts. It's
Yeah,
nuts.
it's
Like,
absolutely crazy.
don't do pyrotechnics of any kind if you don't have the ability to contain it.
No, I know, and technically they are illegal, but I think everyone's really, really bored, and so they've just been trying to burn some stuff up, which is terrible. Oh my gosh, hi from the Philippines, from Portugal, from Seattle, England, Arizona, Georgia County, country, thank you, not county, that's a big difference. Ciao Italia. When can we sub, Caro? Guys, we can sub in probably 3 weeks once I've been streaming for a month. So that'll be really, really exciting. Hi, Pedro Madra, Vaso de mi Corazón. Oh my God, from Spain, India. Dude, this is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, this is international. This is amazing.
Yeah, I always get very excited when people start saying hello and I have to shout them out because it's like Hong Kong is in the house, Saudi Arabia, Russia, Lithuania, Portugal, Florida, California. Holy cow, it's pretty exciting. So I don't know, have you ever done one of these lives where you're just talking to people from all over and on totally different time zones?
No, certainly not on this scale. I mean, I've done a few things where there's some chat from a thing, and we're sort of answering questions and whatnot. But no, this amount of reach, absolutely not. This is amazing.
Oh my God! All right, so let's get into it. So all of these people from all over the place, Veracruz, Mexico, Cambodia, Romania, so they can all get to know you. Jason, we want to know you. It's Marnoka. I kept saying Marnocha in my head since Valorant first came out. I'm like, oh, give him a follow on the Insta. We're with the same agents, guys, so they get us the same auditions. But as you can tell, his voice quality is very different to mine. So we don't compete on the same roles. He goes in for very different things than I do. Brazil in the house as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll do some voice lines, guys, for sure. Don't you worry. Those will happen. But first, I want to know. Let's talk Valorant first, and then we'll backtrack into your life as a voice actor. But when you in the can. We're not going to hire them. You know, when you try to go a totally different way.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot sometimes, but usually I'll give them one that they want, and then one with a little more spice in it with whatever. Usually I'll try and mix it up.
Yeah. And then I always do 2 takes, and I wonder if sometimes the really zany one I'll put up top just to grab their attention.
Yeah, same.
But then sometimes I go, nah, maybe I should put the normal one at top, so that we're always trying to figure out what the way to grab their attention is. You know. Can you do one more Helvis thing? It was amazing.
I'm trying to think of other lines. Well, there was another one where he's talking about. Oh man, what is it? I don't remember the line, but he's just sort of this big Elvis kind of guy. And he sort of sounds like Elvis, but he's way down here, baby. Like, you know, he's this very, very intense character, and just punctuating everything with baby in some kind. There was baby at one point, and there's baby, and then there's like baby.
Those seem really fun to do in the booth. You know, when they're that zany. Yeah, you know, our character in Overwatch, Junkrat, he's like Ray's explosive, but he's crazy. I think Ray's has some normalcy to her. Like, she's very organized. But this guy, Junkrat, is just a mess. And so I feel like, you know, voicing somebody like that that's just a little insane sounds really, really fun. Can we listen to a Ray's line by Omen? Oh, that would be fun. Can I feed you something? Let me see. Okay, so you're gonna have to say minha família, which is in Portuguese, but okay, like my family. Okay, minha família, leave the fireworks to me.
Okay, minha família, leave the fireworks to me.
And then she goes, should be plenty loud for you to have some fun.
Should be plenty loud for you to have some fun.
Oh my God. Okay, we should choose a crazy one. What's the party one again? Let's get the party. The party is here. What is it? Come on, help me out. Come on.
Where's the party?
Where's the party, people? Give me the party. Because I want. Here comes the party. Thank you, Maisie. I don't know my own life. Maisie is the leader of my life. Sombra goes, here comes the party. Here comes the party. That's so ominous because
showed up to the party with like a fistful of confetti, just like.
I know. Or he's just like, here comes the party, boom, 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 which is what Ray's does, but you're like creepy.
Yeah, he's spooky.
There is knocking happening, and I don't know what it is.
It's me. Sorry.
Is it you?
It's me. No.
No, there's construction happening at my house.
Oh, okay. Who's at your door? I'm like, well, I'll
Yeah.
Someone wants you to do an Omen line as well.
Yeah, give me some, baby.
Let's see. I'm trying to keep one. How about just I am the beginning, I am the end.
I am the beginning, I am the end.
That's really sinister in that voice.
Well, she's just excited, y'all. I'm the beginning, I'm the end.
Exactly. That's fantastic.
Okay, so there's a little inside joke with Revive Me Jet that we're gonna do. I want you to say Revive Me Jet in Omen's voice.
Revive Me Jet.
So the voice actress for Jet streams while she plays, and she was playing as Sage, and I guess like whoever was playing.
Delight. I really liked that.
She's so cute, yeah. And the guy kept saying, "Revive me, Jet! Revive me, Jet!" I think he's Filipino, and it was like, "I'm not Jet, I'm Sage, dude." So that was so funny.
Oh my God.
Maisie, what are you saying Carolina wants to probably? I missed that part of the chat, but I'm trying to keep up. Super Keel, this is all fantastic. Dude, this is too much fun. I do feel like switching each other's voice lines is really fun. I learned from Phoenix, triple baby, and I feel like, you know, if Ray's goes, triple baby, it's, you know, like the little Brazilian flair there. It's just fun stuff, you know?
Delightful. Triple baby. It sounds like he has 3 children. Like,
but Omen saying the word baby is hysterical, dude. Too much fun. It sounds like he's having triplets. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Amazing. Congratulations, Omen.
Can I give you a Sombra voice line and you say it as Omen?
Of course.
Everything can be hacked and everyone.
Everything can be hacked and everyone.
And my ultimate goes, apagando las luces.
Apagando las luces. Is that close enough? Did I get it right?
That was amazing, dude. So good, so good.
It's so weird though, because a lot of your characters are so like energy, and Omen is so not.
Yeah.
It's interesting where you're like, exciting line, and I'm like, exciting line.
That's amazing, but that's, I think that, and then that's how we click into our characters. My ultimate for Sombra is pretty big, but the rest of everything, she's just always like cool, for the most part. I mean, yes, we get excited, obviously, we're in battle, there have to be excitement lines, but
you have to like being there to some degree.
Yeah, totally, exactly. But I do think it's funny when we have, clicked into our character so much that we just know, I can give you any line, like, I love macaroni, and I love macaroni.
I love macaroni.
Yeah, it's just like, what? This like very like monotone. It's not monotone because you are obviously giving it levels, but
it still stays in that one area, like it really,
Yeah. All right, so guys, we're going to wrap up in the next 10 minutes. I want you to hit Jason with some more fun questions. I did read one that I thought was interesting to answer. Somebody mentioned they don't like hearing their own voice, and that's why they avoid talking on streams. And how do you kind of get used to hearing your own voice? Because when we hear ourselves, we still think we're weird. Even though we're voice actors, we don't think like, music to my ears. What do you feel... What has helped you, or what advice would you give on that in that sense?
Well, I guess, to some degree, I think that's also why, people like to I certainly do like to do voices that don't sound like my own, is because I find my own voice to be fairly dull and, very commonplace, I guess, and doesn't sound that interesting. So, I guess all I would suggest is that that's great motivation to try and do, different voices and try and play with your own voice and see where you can put it, whether it's high up here or low down here or, wherever you can put it. Try messing with your voice, and maybe once you get some extra versatility going, then maybe you'll be more comfortable with where your voice naturally sits, because you know where you can go from there. I guess that'd be my advice.
Yeah. Well, and I think the more we do it, the more we get used to it. I used to hate watching myself on screen. And then there comes a point where you go, oh yeah, that face, I know that. Oh, that wrinkle, yeah, I know that, or whatever, And we just kind of, it's learning to love yourself a little bit, right?
Got self-love, you guys.
Yeah, it is self-love, and knowing that we're all putting ourselves out there too. I mean, I think as actors, we're. Do you do on screen just voice?
I do not. I only do voice stuff.
Yeah, but even still, we're putting ourselves out there to be criticized by the world, and so we have to have some sort of thick skin and self-love to go, I'm doing this, and I'm hoping for the best, and hopefully it's liked, and if it isn't, it's part of life, I guess, Mm-hmm. What's your dream role or a certain character you'd like to voice?
Well, honestly, I'd love to do get involved with some of the like DC and Marvel comic properties, because I'm a big fan of those. So I'd love to voice honestly, some of the Batman villains would be fun. Not the Joker, just because I don't want to jump into that. But I would love to voice like Two-Face or the Riddler or something like that, and I'd love to voice Doctor Doom from Marvel. Things like that.
So, oh my God.
Comic book stuff would be really fun, because I am a big fan of those. So
those are super cool.
I'd love to do Star Wars. That'd be fun.
I mean, yeah, I think all the big ones are super exciting. Did you work on Avengers that just came out, the video game?
No, I didn't get that.
Yeah, a lot of our voice actor friends are on those. I did some rando voices while here and there, so that was fun to kind of be involved. But you wouldn't know it's me if you're playing. I did forget one thing I wanted to share, guys. I have Lucio.
Oh dang!
Headsets. This is from one of our characters in Overwatch, and I am going to be doing giveaways for 2 of these in the next. I believe in a month, so no rush, don't stress. I will be posting about it and letting y'all know when the time comes so that you're up with it. They're pretty humongous.
They are. Holy damn.
I know, right? He's a DJ and he's on rollerblades and this is his deal, I also feel though like Lucio's Brazilian is so Sombra. Oops, Ray's. So it's cool that she's got these are the Brazilian colors, and so Ray's has them as well. But I wanted to show them to y'all because they're pretty sweet. Yeah, and if you do have questions, I know that someone keeps asking about how to get their voice a little more raspy, but I feel like that's something that you could, if you want, address in your Insta messages.
Right.
I think that sometimes we just have to know there are things that we can do with our voices, but there's also things that I wasn't born with that register, or some people can't do rasp, or some people can't sing even if they train.
I tend to think of it like, and it's not even a negative thing, but I tend to think that it's just as important to know what you can't do as it is to know what you can do.
Yeah.
So if I'm never going to voice like the young kid protagonist. That's just not in me. So being able to sift through like auditions for that too. When sometimes you get an audition that you're like, what's this? Like, I can't voice that. That's absurd. Like, you can just know that you can't do that. If you know it'll hurt real bad when you're doing it, if you can't maintain what they're looking for, that kind of thing. So, I mean, yeah, I think that just play with your voice and see where you go.
Absolutely. I was trying to send some auditions for a Blizzard video game where they just needed creature sounds, and after about the third take, I was like, I cannot do this. This is not sustainable for my voice. This doesn't make me happy. If I booked this, I would be screwed trying to make it happen in the booth, because right now I'm in pain. So I just skipped it, and I told my agents, guys, this sounds fun, but I just can't. And so I think that knowing that and being able to just accept it to yourself and be okay with it is important.
It's all of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Huge. Yeah. Super cool. Can you say "watch them run"?
Watch them.
You cut out.
Probably. Did I cut out?
No, to me, I just heard watch them.
Watch them. Over there.
Oh, I thought it was watch them run. Did I make that up?
No, it's watch them run. Let me try it again then, just in case it cut out for everybody. Watch them run.
Oh my God, amazing! I kept hearing watch them.
Watch them.
And I'm like, what? Super cool, guys. This is all right, people. We are wrapping up. Fire in the hole. I said fire. Oh, Omen. Could you say fire in the hole? Sorry.
Fire in the hole.
Sorry, this is a lot of like monkey do. Please dance for me.
Happy to do it. You're such a magnetic personality and conversationalist that I am absolutely delighted to do that. So.
Oh, super cool. Okay, because it's just like I also geek out hearing stuff that I've kind of heard a ton in my voice as Ray's, and then like hearing it in yours. I also just think it's funny because our characters are so specific, Oh man. So last little answer for grid 21, you are asking how to get into voice acting and all that good stuff. I did a video on my YouTube channel where I share a bunch of resources, like really cool websites, like iwanttobeavoiceactor.com that D. Bradley Baker has, or Crispin Freeman has the voiceactingmastery.com. Steve Bloom teaches classes. It's not like you just get to start auditioning for really big video games. If you fill in a form and send it to Blizzard, you have to train, get a demo, maybe work on getting a mic, depending on things, seeing where your voice fits in. Like it's a bunch of levels. It's not a quick and easy, like, oh, I can imitate Reaper, let me audition for this. It's actually really time consuming, and you got to work on your craft and your skills. So I kind of put it all in this 11-minute video that you can find on my YouTube channel, Hispanglo-Saxon, so that you could go to these websites and learn more about it and see if it's something that you really want to do professionally, or if it's something that you just think, oh, I like doing this as a hobby. Let's keep it on the side because it's fun, and I don't know if I want to make a living off of this, because it can be very a lot of rejection, guys. Right? We audition for a lot of things.
But most of the job is auditioning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Auditions for sure. And at this point, I think I've auditioned for thousands of things, and I've only booked under 100. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the ratio is craziness. So Jace, I told you I will share how to get into this giveaway later. We haven't started that, so don't worry. You will find out. No child left behind. Dearest Jason Marnoka, give us one last Omen line for goodbye, and I'll find one for the raise.
They're weak. Good.
And I will say this one again because I love it. Even if I go out with a bang. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to give Jason a follow. Remind us your Twitter and your Insta.
It is Twitter and Insta are both at jmarnocha, which is just MARNOCHA. So both of those, that's pretty much all my social medias.
Awesome, and thank you for sharing it out written like on the chat. You guys are great. Keep booming and booping, and much love. Boop.